In December of the year 2000, among the cold, grey waters of Poland's Oder River, some fishermen noticed something drifting. At first, they thought it was a log, but as they pulled it closer, they realized the horrifying truth. It was a body of a man who was bound with a noose around his neck and drowned in the same very river mentioned. His name was Dariusz Janiszewski. His murder would remain unsolved for years, until investigators uncovered a shocking connection between the crime and a novel written by a man named Krystian Bala. The body bore no real evidence, nothing clear or concise. There was no fingerprints, really no clear motive, and as well, no witnesses. Police really struggled for the leads, but just as the cold, freezing water in the Oder River is, where Janiszewski was found, the case would get just as cold, if not colder. 3 years later, Detective Jacek Wróblewski reopened the case. While combing through phone records, he discovered something strange. Shortly after Janiszewski's disappearance, his mobile phone had been sold online, and the seller's name would change everything. The seller was Krystian Bala, a writer as well as a well-known intellectual. At first glance, just another ambitious man in post-communist Poland. But Wróblewski soon discovered Bala had self-published a disturbing novel called Amok, because within its pages there was a chilling story of a murder, one that mirrored Janiszewski's death in unsettling details that had never been released to the public. Prosecutors argue that Bala had not only written about the sadistic killing, but he had lived it. His book described a murder victim, strangled and dumped, the work of the narrator who shared in Bala's cruel and arrogant traits. In the courtroom, investigators laid out a chilling portrait of a man who blurred the line between the fiction and reality. Bala, seated inside his steel cage, smirked as his final words were read out loud. In 2007, after years of investigating, the court found Krystian Bala guilty of orchestrating Dariusz Janiszewski's murder. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison, but to this day, his case still raises haunting questions. Was Bala's novel a confession hidden in plain sight? Or was it his grotesque confidence twisted by obsession and circumstance? A body in the river, a novel called Amok, and a murderer who tried to turn his crime into literature. This is the true crime story of Krystian Bala, the writer who wrote his way to prison. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. And remember, if you ever decide to write a novel, maybe leave out the part where you actually commit the murder